We are in a moment, Nathan, where what would otherwise be a regional conflict, God knows there have been plenty of them already just in the first 22 years of this century, but this one is having massive ramifications, global economic ramifications. And although there are different narratives about how it started and who's responsible, and we don't have to go through all of that right now, it's irrelevant. What I do not hear terribly much of are serious attempts at finding a solution that will then prevent the kind of global recession which it looks like the whole world is heading for. Energy prices are up because of both sanctions and the threat of sanctions on Russia. And then, of course, the knock-on effect of rising energy prices is the price of food and the inflationary experience that we're all going through, especially the developed world. And in the developing world, things will be even worse.
There definitely is somewhat of a cloud. We know that last year global economic growth was growing in excess of 6%, and this year we're probably going to see global economic growth basically cut in half from what you saw occurred last year. So this year there is a little bit less optimism. We have central banks fighting inflation, and historically when you do that, you tend to slow economic growth because that's what central banks can do. They can lower aggregate demand in the hope and expectation that they will lower prices. So with central banks in many parts of the world raising short-term interest rates, the outcome is likely to be slower growth. The risk, of course, is that some central banks may go too far and cause recessions, and that's something that is on the minds of a lot of people in Davos today.